What's your next foray in the serious interview business, or was this a one-off for you?
I mean, I've interviewed a couple people before. The only two serious people I've interviewed are Andrew Tate and Mr. Beast.
Oh shit! I didn't know you interviewed Andrew Tate.
Yeah, long ago, before he was arrested for human trafficking and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
This was like in July of 2022.
Could you tell? So Andrew Tate has this, like, I don't know, I'm an alpha male, I should get all these special treatments and rule sets because I'm so wonderful. Special people are treated special, etc. Did you think that was for show, or that's who he is to his core?
I think he's a very. Do you know the Alex Jones defense, and that it's like he's entertainment and everything he says is for a. I think it's like that kind of deal where he's a character, and maybe he does embody that character in his day-to-day life because he's a rich, super rich guy. But to me, it all seemed like, oh, he's going to say this, and then he would say that, and it's like, of course he's going to say that. He's Andrew Tate, and it just seems too much like fencing, and not enough like this guy's just being himself and just hanging out. Like he's pressing buttons too much. Like he's too well.
I saw an interview with him once, not even an interview, but just a quick little like short clip. And they asked him a silly question that was meant to get an Andrew Tate answer. And it was like something like, what would you do if you had daughters? And or like, and he's like, I would drown them. And he's like, really? And he's like, come on, what do you think?
I like that. He just slipped the mask off for a second.
Yeah. He really dropped. He's like, come on, what the fuck do you think, man?
Yeah, I got that vibe. It was interesting. He definitely is like a, giant ego, crazy fucking kickboxer, fighting mindset, just on a different planet. But
it's some of what he says is like about some of the accomplishments he's proud of are true. The dude's a world-class kickboxer, right? Mm-hmm. Is he the best to have ever walked the earth? No, but none of us could beat him up. Mm-hmm. And is he wealthy? Yeah. No, I suspect he might have claimed higher levels of wealth than he really had at one point in his trajectory. But at this point, I think a lot of his wealth is true. So,
yeah.
He's in a lot of trouble these days, though, right? Like he's in legal trouble in Romania or whatever.
Yeah. And a lot of, he just like kind of just scams people now. Like it's just kind of his thing now is to just take whatever the easiest, most, whatever the route to manipulate people the easiest. The whole Hustlers University thing, gigantic scam, all the crypto stuff, a lot of that shit's just meme coin nonsense. Mm-hmm. He's just doing a lot of like really, he's hated obviously by the whole world. Well, by the civilized world. And,
right. By 90%, but he only needs 10.
Yeah, he needs that 10. And it just seems like he's kind of leaning into being a scamming piece of shit now, which is less funny for sure. And also all the fucking crazy sex trafficking stuff. Willie Mack Show has a great video going into that.
Did you do a deep dive into the Hustlers University at all, and like the materials and such?
So that was right before all that stuff became super big. I have not. I've seen a bunch of videos on it, and they're fascinating.
We had a guy in our Patreon Discord for $50 a month to get to hang out with us at the end of the month, and one of those guys was in the Hustlers University. And I expected him to be like, I don't know, man. It was only $100. And I thought maybe I'd learn. But he was just like, no, it's great. We learn a lot of stuff, a lot of good material, a lot of stuff that's helped me with my self-esteem. I love it. I've been, and he was like a multi-month member to the Hustlers University.
Wow.
So my one and only example of someone who did that was a positive result.
Interesting. Yeah. I've never known anybody to actually be a part of it. It makes sense. It's like Mint. It's a very curated thing, and it's been around before. He's on another level too, in terms of, especially at that time. How long ago was that?
Oh, a couple years probably.
So it was like still maybe kind of cool. Like he's on the edge, like young guys think he's really cool and funny, all that stuff.
There was that moment where it seemed the algorithm just loved him.
Oh,
and
that was
all those podcasts. He'd done like 4 or 5 podcasts, and then they got clipped up and diced up.
Yep.
And man, it took off. I bet the combined viewership was over 1 billion easily. It was crazy. The amount of Andrew Tate content that was flowing my way, and I wasn't even watching. But
Same.
I like some of those provocateur-ish guys. I like some of the guys from what's it called, like the bro.
Is it the truth? Or I think Zach's gonna know
WTF?
the name of it. Is it maybe
WTF pod?
I was just thinking of like that whole. There's a bunch of shows that sort of do like dude-centric stuff, whether it's men's rights or dating stuff.
Myron
like,
Gaines.
Yeah, I like some of that stuff, and there was a while where I was consuming probably too much of it, but never really liked Andrew Tate. I didn't hate him.
Yeah,
but I feel like I always recognize this is like a cringe character he's doing.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was because like I thought it was kind of funny and like he's a provocateur. It's a bit, and he's saying things to make people mad, and it's not directly affecting me. And then I see people in the street, like young kids being like, yo, Top G. And I'm like, all right, this is not a good role model. This guy is doing a bit. And these people think it's legit and real, which it is obviously the whole sex trafficking thing. It does go deeper than it initially appeared. Like you said, when all those clips were going viral, that was right when I interviewed him, was right when all that stuff was happening. I just DM'd him on Twitter or I tweeted at him and he immediately sent me his phone number on WhatsApp and then Discord. And then like the next day we set that up. It was crazy.
Nice. Yeah. That's smart of him. Like taking advantage of that, getting out there.
He wasn't himself. He didn't have a huge footprint on YouTube, but everywhere else he went, he was super popular and he would just make things explode. Sometimes I think people don't fully understand the message he was putting out. I don't mean to defend this rapist, but they're like, oh, he hates women. He thinks women suck for all these things. And I think in reality, he's just setting really high standards for both roles. And you shouldn't just look at one side of it. Women, yeah, you need to have low body fat, low body count, subservient, this, that, the other thing. Like this is what he wants in a girl. Guys, if you don't have six figures and a six pack, and what the fuck are you doing? Of course your girlfriend sucks. Get your act together. And, guys, imagine being so broke you only have one Bugatti, right? So I'm a loser in this guy's eyes.
You're a brokey.
Right? So, like, he's not setting low standards for men and acting like women have all the lifting to do. He's
a provocateur.
High standards for everybody. And, saying that he meets them, why don't you? And I feel like that other side of it's not seen too often. They just blast his views on girls.
Yeah, I'd rather not be a sex trafficker, though.
Yeah,
I got that on him.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You would think that would be legal in his country, like when
in Romania.
Yeah, that seems like the place I'd go to do it. Right?
That's probably why he did.
He lives there. I think it's where he's from.
Senegal.
Is he not American? I thought he was American.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he's from like Iowa or some shit like that.
American?
I could not tell you what his voice sounds like. I've never watched.
He's got a bastardized British American accent. Yeah, the British American. Yeah.
You think
his dad Emery?
Kyle?
You need to go in. If
you don't know what his voice sounds like, then you're clearly not watching enough.
Yeah, but it's that like not funny red pill shit.
Not necessarily. There's some stuff to be. Yeah, it's that not funny red pill.
No, I don't know anything what he does, but it's gay. I'm not listening. I'm not. No.
What you need to listen to
now,
Taylor. What you need to listen to is Mr. Plenty, which is the Top G's #1 song that he's released.
He's a musician now.
It is like a level of bad and cringe that is so unexpected when you hear it. They call me Mr. Plenty.
So who's his like being serious? Like he is like it's like red pill, like how to get women content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, he's American. He was born in DC, but he moved to England when he was a kid, and Wikipedia doesn't say how young he was.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that he challenged Jake Paul to a boxing match.
That'd be cool to see.
He can't leave Romania. He is up on charges. That man is fighting for his legal life.
They can fight in Romania. How about this? He wins and he goes free. That's a good way to do it.
Taylor for president.
That's good content.
That's funny. He wins and he goes free.
I've got a novel idea, folks.
Pardon for
the party of the America party that Trump's going to throw.
Hell yeah.